Guessing we're still setting up stream, right? Getting everything good to go. Alright, looks like everyone's starting to join. Pretty sure they should be in the lobby. Oh yeah, Debbie did step in the ref, so yeah, you should be good on that. And yeah, looks like they're gonna go ahead and probably hop into a warm-up probably early. Or did they already play the warm-up? Actually, not sure. Oh yeah, okay. Here's the warm-up coming through. And yeah, Sonata, if my audio is weird, I had to change my mic settings before, so just let me know.
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
I'm here, let's go. Is this warm-up?
Yeah, this isn't in the pool.
Okay.
So, pretty sure
Yeah,
Danny said he definitely needs one. They've been playing pretty much up until this point. I've been seeing them both online, but I mean, once you join the lobby, I think you just want that warm up to get a feel for it, probably.
Yeah, there's a big difference from playing single player.
I feel that exact way. Even just like loading into a multi, it's like a multi doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I bot score in a multi, but I still get the nerve of like, oh, I don't want to look like a total like
people.
terrible player.
Yeah.
I gotta hold up some face, but yeah, much harder warm up than any of the maps we'll see in this pool. So I think this is just for both of them to, get a feel for the match going forward.
This matchup is like pretty interesting. These are like both two, like I think mainly hidden players, or like they prefer hidden more than any other mod.
Yeah, out of the mods that are available, they would, but Ratch, a lot of his single player, like his offline, or I guess not offline, but like out of tournament plays, a lot of it's gonna be no mod. So like, I think Ratch has just leveled up so much lately to where he can play pretty much anything in tournament, become like crazy all around. So yeah, even if Danny lights hitting in a lot of matchups, it's like it's not gonna be as free a pitch into Rat. It's a crazy one because I could have genuinely believed either of them making super deep losers bracket runs, and instead one of them is gonna eliminate the other right here. So it should be pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think likely because I'm pretty sure they haven't done any of the bans or picks or anything like that. I think this one, I think this entire match, I don't think there's as many like crazy free picks coming out because I think what Danny easily is gonna have over Rack is the reading, and there's not as much like heavy reading stuff in this pool. So I think a lot of these maps, no matter where they go, we might see like, maybe 30, 40k separating them on some of these picks, so it could be pretty scary.
Yeah, aside from like basically tapping, I think most of these picks are like toss-ups for both of them.
Yeah. I think if I'd have to give the edge to one of them in any of the mod pool, judging by how Danny's Hard Rock usually performs, I'd say that's probably the strongest picks that Rack is going to have. Like, Danny usually not scoring as much on the Hard Rocks, but there's not... I wouldn't say these ones are, like, out of Danny's realm of, being able to get decent scores on, especially if we practice. And I know they have both been, like, at least from what it seems like, been taking it pretty seriously. I've been seeing them in the map pool showcase. I've been seeing them join multis, practice the pool. I think they want the bragging rights here over beating one or the other.
Yeah, I think with the tournaments that we've played together, these two are like pretty. They practice like really, like a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think on Rack's end, if he wins, he can be like, yes, this is a huge step up. Danny has that easy World Cup experience.
Yeah,
I can
true.
Yeah, I can overcome my nerves and take this. And then on Danny's end, he's like, you know what? I can compete with my mechanics against all you. So, I think they're both gonna really think about. They probably put time into this ban and pick phase. Come up with something good. Oh, they're still going through and making sure the bans and picks are actually proper here before. Because, yeah, this is going to be our first assists now, so there's going to be more bans. We've already had a couple matches in semis. But, now with 2 bans per player, it's going to be a bit harder to run away on skill sets that you would normally do with only 1 ban, so...
Mm-hmm. Let's see this Akarin bracket.
Yeah, I want to say 4th, I'm pretty sure. I'll bring up the bracket, but I think I was looking at it the other day, and I'm pretty sure he was 4th.
Oh yeah, he is 4th. Because I think like Fruit was seed 1, I think.
I think so. I mean, if not, he definitely should have been. I think far and away, Fruit, judging by like his form, I'm pretty sure all of his matches so far have been 5-0. I mean, it makes total sense he'd be the number 1 seed, and
yeah, he does not belong in
this
bracket.
It really doesn't. It's a little criminal. I'm not actually sure. I'd have to look at the quals again to see how it even shook up that way. Because I don't even think he ended up in the bracket by that large of a margin. But
Yeah, I think he was playing on like a new setup. And he wasn't even comfortable yet.
I'm pretty sure. That makes the most sense. All right. But Fruit's not in this match. We have Danny and Rat, and they're already, I think 2 Protets coming through that is probably a bit expected. Danny wants to secure a reading pick in the form of HE2, and then Rat wants one of the more aim-oriented hard rots. And then now they're both doing their ban outs, and
yeah, I think this is a good protect from Rack, the hard rock too, because it's not your usual like slow precision hard rock. This is pretty standard. This is basically hard rock 1, just CS 6.5.
Exactly, yeah. And I think if you're banking on something to get an edge over Danny, it's going to be that his cursor aim is going to be so much harder to hit the CS 6.5 circles. So I think protecting that makes so much sense. And Rack actually does not want to go hidden like at all, it looks like. Kind of, giving Danny all the props, saying like, even if I can play hidden, I think you're one of the few opponents I probably don't want to pick it into. So bans out 2 hiddens, and then Danny bans out the No Mod 4 and the Hard Rock 4.
The Hard Rock.
So pretty good bans, I think. Kind of like I said, I think that leaves the rest of the pool pretty unpredictable. Yeah. I think there's a few of these maps that could run pretty close here.
Yeah, that's crazy. Daddy left No Mod 2 and No Mod 5 open.
I know, yeah. I mean, I know Danny does have the ability to tap, but especially with how a lot of his aim was in some of those previous matches, it might be a bit weird. He might have very shaky aim, and if you chain miss on, either of those no mods, then your score falls off a cliff, so. And Rat, first pick already coming through. Hard Rock 1.
Hard Rock 1. Okay.
Oh, this is a heater map to start off the match, in my opinion.
True. Yeah, I agree. It's like one of the OG maps.
Yeah. Super OG map. Both the players, I bet, have pretty strong local scores on this, but this is easily one of those maps where the nerves are going to play a big part. I could see them missing on patterns that they probably have practiced and did pretty well on before. Could be a scrappy first pick, but if Rack's picking it already, I'm sure he's pretty confident. And starting out the intro here, both looking decently comfortable enough. Danny looking like he's definitely going to show up as far as the act is concerned, but we'll see once the song actually picks up if that's going to hold up.
I'm just looking at Danny's cursor and imagining.
I am too, I know.
How he's hitting any of these.
It's such early days, and it is already looking like he's playing for his life at the moment.
Yeah.
But hey, it doesn't matter as long as he's holding. And, some of these jumps are going to be very hard to hold on whenever they're actually building up combo here. We'll see coming out of this first section. Oh, and there's one.
It goes.
Yeah. Decently early enough, though. Like, we haven't hit some of the harder jumps. So, even though Rack is starting to build up a lead, if he misses pretty soon, Danny could find a way back in.
But he resets again. Yeah, and this is where the hard part starts.
Yeah.
If Rack holds through this, it's gonna be a big lead.
For sure. Like, these are, again, like I said, pretty easy patterns in practice, I think, to hit. But they're also pretty easy to miss aim. especially once you're actually in tournament. And Rack at least holds through that. They get to see during the break. He already knows now he's got a lead, and Danny's accuracy did tumble a little bit.
God, Danny doesn't seem to be able to hold like a good combo in this part. This is another build-up section.
Yeah, these build-ups are gonna be, the make or break of. Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
Yeah, that was crazy on both ends. They missed on the same pattern, but Danny missed in maybe the craziest way I've seen his cursor dance all map.
Danny got like shocked or something.
Yeah, but already halfway through the map, Rat is looking super comfortable despite that break, still holding a 97. The map doesn't get way too much harder, so I think Rat just kind of got to close it out here and, do what he's been doing so far. Oh my.
The Danny shakes. Oh my
God.
It's
the shake is already starting to build up. I mean, a lot of that, again, for anyone who maybe is not familiar, that's all Danny's playstyle. Being tap-ets, these shades are going to be coming through even more since he's using the button on his pin. Rat does find a break there, but, not enough time in the map. 240k lead.
Combo lead, act lead.
Yeah.
Pretty good first pick, right? Pretty sizable lead.
No, great first pick, definitely. I was a little worried because, I think on paper, this pick was probably always going to Rat, but I was worried it was going to be a little bit closer. Maybe some nerves coming through on Rat's end, but it didn't look like it. It looked like, definitely put enough time into this to be consistent at some of these harder jumps, and, once he got the lead, once he had that combo, didn't really let it slip at all.
Oh god. If this goes through, there's like 2 more hard rocks like left.
Mm-hmm.
There it goes.
Yeah, Katine asking if Danny plays on tablet. I'm pretty sure he does, yeah. At least last I remember, he does. And that is a fair point. I don't think tap-ets normally is that shaky either. Danny did point out already, before that first pick even came through, that he had some nerves, and that's why they wanted to play that warm-up. So I'm sure it's a good combination of both. Also, Danny not going to be as familiar on hard rock pits. That AR-10, I know. That audio.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens.
Wait, you see this pick? That is picking hard rock 3.
Oh, wait, no,
shit.
I did not see that. That is funny. All right.
Yo, he's picking K-pop. Let's go.
Okay. What I will say about this pick, at the very least, a little bit more on the, the alti side.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be. It's hard to even classify it as reading, but it's probably one of the closest things to reading that's even left in the pool at the moment. And I think I remember Danny sharing some pretty insane alt scores before, so I could see a pop-up pick here. It might also just be him trying to get a hard rock out of the pool early. We'll see.
Oh yeah, that could also be a strat. And I think this is if Danny's playing hard rock, this is the slot that he's gonna be playing in.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
When I played this, I had such a hard time getting a good accuracy run on this.
Yeah, for sure. This is okay, Danny Shate's starting up pretty early in the map. This is I think on average a lot of the accuracy on this map was some of the lowest from, well, the sample size is small. We've only seen a couple matches, but I want to say it was Definitely one of the lower ends. But right now, scores looking roughly the same, accuracy about the same. Danny has a slight combo lead, but it's not really going to be enough unless he holds through some of these slower buildups. Also, such brutal HP on this map, by the
HP
way.
drain is crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is actually crazy.
Okay, Danny breaks. Rack is holding.
Yeah,
Come
Danny
back.
does break. And these are the patterns. This is going to be some of the hardest stuff as far as, you know, hard rock aim is concerned on this pitch. Rack finally breaks, so really no lead coming through. It's about even still.
Yeah, this is the scrappy pick that we're probably gonna get.
Mm-hmm. And Danny was running away with a little bit of an athlete for a moment. Did breach to 90, but that one section, like we mentioned before, a lot of these parts a little hard to act. And Danny,
Oh god, and Danny's
pretty much, yeah, he pretty much overtaps on nothing and then immediately misaims because of his shake. It's gonna be a tough one if we keep seeing braids coming through like that.
Yeah.
I think, you know, we've been talking a lot about Danny's aim here, but Rat showing a little bit more shake, I think, as the pit's been going on. And yeah, another miss aim coming through. It's no one's really able to get a foothold.
They're trading
probably
misses,
yeah. This is probably gonna be one of those like 20, 30k score leads I was talking about coming through.
This might just actually come down to accuracy in the end. If any of them gets like a 2% lead or something, that might, because their max combos are basically the same.
Yeah, I think so. Oh my, how did Danny hit that slider? Alright. You know, last section like this is gonna be who holds through, I think, that wins the entire match. Rack building up that lead slightly. Does break. Is there enough map though, with how much accuracy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh god.
I think even with the hold, it's not gonna be enough.
It's gonna be enough, yeah. It's way too late.
Oh.
Very close, very close.
Yeah, no, that was really well fought. I think that was, in theory, probably a really great pick for Danny, and I bet he probably has some good locals on that too, but it's, you know, it's those little breaks, not really being able to get a bigger combo lead at any point that secured it.
The nerves are like making him low roll. This is probably a low roll from him.
Danny saying, "I got rid of them now. Come at me." Maybe that was the strat. I like it.
Yeah, toe lead for Rack, but okay. Well, I was about to say Danny could probably come back from this though, but with this Nomad 2 pick, this is great. This is brutal.
I will say, to Danny's credit, this is probably the last, like, maybe apart from the Nomad 5, I think this is the last, like, really overwhelming pitch, but it's none of these are gonna be free, I think. And this one, we've seen some pretty crazy shake steal Danny's combo on Nomad 2s like this before, so
I see a world where Danny gets this.
I think so. Given how crazy some of the results of some of the matches have been, I would not be surprised to see him take it, but I think now that we're back in a more comfy, like, no mod pick for Rack, we could also just see a stomp. So we'll see.
Yeah. Wait, what was Rack the one who got like a 98 and then got beaten by like a 90% score or something?
Shit, probably. I mean, Rat has consistently been one of the top performers, every single week. I think has topped the average scores on a lot of these maps. The accuracy has not been the problem in any of Rat's maps. It's just been, the random misses here and there that have been gutting his scores. And I mean, so far, not looking like Danny has a great chance, but I could see it happening, maybe.
I mean, Rack did just break. And their accuracies are like still pretty close, 3%.
Yeah. I would say it's not as runaway of a pick as it could be at this point, but Danny,
especially with that miss.
Yeah, holding a bit more.
Oh god. I'm so scared for this cursor movement.
He is I feel bad that all of our focus is on him at the moment since Rat is playing so well, but Danny making this look like an aim map and not a stream map, snapping to each of these notes.
Okay, but Rack still has the lead even with this 200 combo lead because his act is way better than Danny.
But it's about to flip right now, assuming Danny still holds. Yeah, it's close.
He just has to hold this last part. This is pretty free combo at the end.
Yeah. What I think there's probably one other part.
Yeah, and I think he has to hold his accuracy too if he wants to win.
Yeah, because that is a razor thin margin. If he misses at any point, it just flips right back to Rack immediately, I'm pretty sure.
Ain't no
way
the
Rack
last gets combo
part.
again. Ain't no way.
Oh wait, no, that's just the map.
Oh my god, Danny! Wait. Is it enough?
Wait, that's just the map. Is there a spinner here? Yeah. There is.
Oh my god, Rack.
No, there's not gonna be enough time. Oh my.
Oh my god. Rack gets combo gamed again.
Oh no.
So unlucky. Combo? Rack combo?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's also when you see it.
Danny says, dude, that ending is so evil. Brother. That is so funny.
Nice try, Rack. he was playing like really well. He had the lead like until
he did.
Crazy combo at the end.
Oh, that is a rough break point to give away because Danny goes right into the HG2 now.
If he gets this, the momentum is back on him. Hi, Kirk. Danny loses. Not gonna lie, this map is pretty easy if you just know when the doubles and the triples are.
Yeah, it's again, I'm saying there's not too much reading in the pool, and that kind of includes this map as well. Yeah. Even though it's AR8, it's like it's mostly AR8 aim. There's like one, aside from the overlaps, there's one evil pattern towards the end, a couple back and forths, but
oh yeah, the back and forths.
Yeah, I think we've had, even last week was more of a reading oriented HG2. So it is something Rat could play, but it's all about if the aim is there at the moment.
Yeah, I think whoever just keeps their composure more and oh god.
And you know what? With it being more of an aim pick, it might backfire on Danny a little, but we saw him bounce back on that no mod too, so Just have to let the map play out.
Yeah, but like if you practice this like a lot, this is also mind blockable.
Oh, definitely. That one back and forth pattern, like I'm talking about, that evil pattern is, I think, infinitely easier to sight read than it is to practice. And
Oh god,
Danny's still holding through some of these
Danny
aim
gets
parts
in,
after
yeah.
Rat misses.
I think that's a nerves on Rack's end. That's just nerves.
Yeah, probably so, especially given that his ad just started to fall. The rhythm on this map is not too difficult, but it's pretty easy to fall behind. Here's the back and forths. And they both hit those.
They both hit it. Oh, and Rack misses again.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's a pretty short map, so that's just going to kind of seal the deal, I'm pretty sure here. There's not going to be enough time for Rat to build up, especially missing a few more times.
Okay, why is the HP drain also crazier?
Yeah, right? Are they playing on some, like, modded
what is this
server?
What is this map?
We have a hidden hard rock coming through from both of them.
Okay, a pretty clean score. Nice protect from Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable from the start to the end. Yeah, and with that, we basically have a tied score. But we're back on Rack's pick.
Well, Rat still does have his protect, I'm pretty sure, that hard rock too.
Yeah.
So, could easily dive into that. I could see a more aim consistency pit coming through. Maybe that, no mod 1, something like that to, abuse Danny's cursor shake.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering if the DT pool will get picked this match.
Shit, I think it might have to. I think, well, what is it? This need 4 points each. I think we're guaranteed to see at least one DT, right? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, 1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5. 6.
Can't do the math. No,
Yeah.
I think we're guaranteed to see at least one DT.
If they get to tiebreaker, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there goes the protect. Okay, Rack fixes protect.
Yeah. Solid one coming through, I would have to imagine.
Yep.
Smallest circles in the pool. Aim, which it seems like Rat has been, performing consistently better on.
Yeah. Right, 2 minutes of CS 6.5 aim. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Yeah, no, very straightforward. I think this is probably one of those maps that mechanically is not going to be too difficult, except for that aim. The aim being so demanding that if you haven't been playing any of it, any precision, anything like that, or if you're like less comfortable on the AR, then I could see it being pretty hard. But I mean, I think that's why Rad protected it, showing that so far the hard rod pits have been all right. Wants to take this one too.
Is that actually the miss sound? Wait, what?
Yeah. So not to change it. Alright. Barely enough into the map that it doesn't seem like those misses are going to matter too much from Rat. Flips the store lead right back.
Yeah, basically both of them missed the first build-up.
Yeah. Now here's where some of those jumps, these ones here, those are going to be pretty easy to miss aim as the map goes on. So we'll have to see who's able to hold through some of these parts, but right now it's looking...
So far, both of them.
Yeah. Oh, slight under aim though on Danny's end. Barely
It was
doesn't
the
hit
shake,
the edge
it
of
was
that
the
note.
shake.
Yeah. And I want to say this is going to be a tough part too. If Ratch holds through this, there's some
Yeah.
free combo in the form of these buzz sliders here. So it might
This is-
really make this lead.
Oh, especially
yeah.
after that miss. Oh god. This might
Yeah,
be just wraps, yeah.
No, I think it definitely is. 200k at this point. Rat gets to see the store lead. Really solid and like really necessary to hold through that part, I think too. It does break
This is
right
right
away.
I don't think it
Yeah.
matters.
No, it definitely doesn't. His accuracy has been so good at the moment. Danny hit like a ghost note just now. I don't know how that actually hit. That is crazy.
This guy is hacking.
Yeah, for sure.
This is a good, this is a good score from Danny. It's just that Rack hit one of the KIs.
Yeah. And good miscount too. I mean, there were some slider braids thrown in there, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, the miss technically would be a little bit more, but that's another one I bet Danny put a decent amount of practice into, and I'm sure probably has a better local, but it's, like I said, it's tough when the nerves kick in and you got to perform. But Rat takes all three of the hard rots that have been pitched so far.
There goes DT3. Okay.
Which one
I
is
believe
this?
this is the Tech DT.
Yeah,
I think this is the
so,
Chameleon
right?
map. Yeah, this is the Chameleon map.
Okay. Little crazy, I think.
Yeah, this is such a
I'm a
practice
little
map.
shocked that it's
Okay.
not like maybe no mod 3. I could have seen that.
I could have also seen Hidden 4.
Yeah. Although Hidden
Oh,
4
wait,
being
yeah,
a
no,
little bit
that's
more
a-
on the precision side.
That's a precision map, yeah.
Yeah, he may be not feeling as comfortable picking that with his aim.
It's double tappable. Yes, with the tap X. All right, I think this might be another scrappy one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if he were to pick it here, I bet Danny thought, because he knew Rat was going to be his opponent, I'm sure he thought pretty well about these matches. I could very well have seen this being one of those back pocket picks that he practiced that maybe Rat wouldn't have been ready for. He did do that last week. Danny picked DT4 in his last match, I believe, and that was a very weird, like rhythm-based, like pseudo reading finger control pick, and he took that. So looking like he's willing to dip into the DT here.
Okay, so far so good. He has a good accolade
Yeah,
and combo too.
it definitely looks like Rat probably was not expecting Danny to lean into this. Doesn't look as practiced as any of the other maps so far on Rat's end. Maybe not expecting to have to play it. That, or maybe it's just, you know, something Rat's a lot less comfortable on.
Yeah, that is a no miss A rank on Danny.
Yep. Still enough map though to where, you know, a solid combo can really bounce this back, but so far out the gate, Danny looking like it was a well thought out pitch, looking like he did put some time into this one.
Amazing.
Danny can tap 270. Let's go.
Here we go, Nets build up, and Ratch fumbles right before we get to these, you know,
Yeah.
sliders.
This is a pretty free combo if it's plus sliders. Okay, here
Yeah.
goes the Ki. Let's see if Danny holds through this. Oh my god.
Wow, and despite Danny's shake, okay, there we go.
Okay, there
Finally
we go.
does find a break.
He's human.
I was gonna
okay?
say, despite the crazy shake, he was holding through most of that, but with Rat continuing to break at this point, it's not gonna be recoverable here. Only one more of these sections to go before we close out the map, and, you know, Danny already building a 140k lead and climbing.
Yeah.
Solid conversion on his pick.
Yeah, it seems like Rack's pick are mostly, you know, what you expect, but Danny just doesn't let go of the lead and has these weird back pocket picks.
Yeah. I think that's probably, like, Rat has shown that he's, you know, proficient enough at DT and tapping, but I think that map, I mean, it's weird. It's like a more finger control-y type of tapping, which I think I think Danny does have the edge on if he's going to be better at reading those stats. So I can see how it went that way. But now this is pretty important because I think there's not going to be very many free maps left for either of them.
Yeah.
You know, no more hard routes left for Rat to lean into here.
Oh yeah, is No Mod 6 open? Is anyone gonna pick
It
No Mod
is.
6? Oh my god, it's open.
I think I know for a fact that they have both practiced it and both have
Yeah.
good scores on it. It was very funny because I've not been doing any of the polling, but I've been helping with the replay stuff. And when they were talking about this map, two of the players that I thought or knew would be able to practice this and would practice it were Rack and Danny. And, you know, it's unfortunate for them. They have to go up against each other. So it's
Yeah.
not really going to be as safe a pitch. But I could see them picking that.
Alright. What are we looking at here for Rack? Are we going for aim? Are we going for a DT finally?
You know, it could be that DT2 coming through,
Two?
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be maybe the hidden, just to maybe abuse the fact that it's more precision. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I'll be honest. I don't know what I would choose in his position either, with
Yeah.
it being tied up now.
Ooh,
And,
there it goes.
yeah.
No Mod 5, the speed map in quotes. It's 227, a bunch of bursts, but
Yeah.
not really long bursts, like 5 to 8 notes.
We'll say a little bit of a scary one, though. I think the aim requirement in this map is not going to be as high as some of the other ones. And, you know, I don't think it's out of the realm of Danny's comfort to be able to tap this. So, I don't know. Like I said, there's not going to be very many free picks anyways, but I could see this one going close.
Yeah, in theory, this is a good pick, right?
Yeah, in theory. And then we see what happened on No Mod 2, and I'm
No
like,
Mod
well,
2,
Danny's
yeah.
just gonna do Danny things, I guess, sometimes. So.
Also, another short map. Oh my god, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think, apart from, I think the only longer maps we probably have are that No Mod 1 and that Hidden 4. I think a lot of them are gonna be right around this point. So, it's gonna be all the more important to actually hit this stuff. Danny hitting it, but with, you know, barely any accuracy behind him. Doesn't even build
Barely
up a
hit it.
lead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the OD is not that high. It's 8.5. This is surely Akabo for Rack.
Definitely.
Both are holding, but it's just
Yeah,
the Akab.
This is the build up here to the Nets streams coming through, I'm pretty sure, after this slower section. We'll just have to see. Danny finds a miss. Yeah, I think a little bit of a miss aim, I'm pretty sure.
Miss aim on the. Oh, but Rack also misses.
Yeah. Looked like he overstreamed, but you know, once we've gotten into the meat of the song, Danny is holding much better accuracy than that opening. Wouldn't say it's over quite yet, but Rack's still looking more comfortable at the moment. Until he breaks right there.
Yeah, if somehow like Rack doesn't get to like 100 combo, Danny might take this.
Alright, here come more shades coming through on Danny's end. Oh, finally breaks, yeah.
That might be the kicker.
No, it was... Yeah.
Yeah, there was a world there.
No, definitely. Hell, even more than a world. I'm pretty sure he would have taken it with how much combo was left. But, you know, wasn't to be. Rack making it look like a pretty comfy pit towards the end. 130k score lead, so. Holy, 2 miscount. The GOAT.
Yeah, and with this, I think the door for DT2 might be open now for
I
Rack.
think so, yeah. I think that's a good pit to swing the momentum again, because it was looking a bit more dicey with losing out on your breakpoint and the hidden, but now I think he's probably going to have more confidence on a lot of these pits going in.
All right, now for the more interesting question. What does Danny pick here?
Looks like he already locked it in. That no mod 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say, given what was left, I thought we would have seen this before he pulled out the surprise DT pitch. I think if it's ult, I know Danny's going to be pretty comfortable at playing it, and it's going to be at lower BPM, which means I think he should have a better time getting good accuracy on it than a lot of other players, so I think this is still a solid pitch.
Okay, identical accuracies at the start.
Pretty
Both of
much,
them hit the
yeah.
intro.
We'll say, I think if I remember this map correctly, there's not going to be too many crazy diff spike sections. It's going to be a lot of this throughout the map. So it's going to be who can, you know, have the consistent enough aim to hit this flow, this more flow ulti pattern stuff. And right now, neither player building that strong of a combo yet.
Yeah. Yeah, this is whoever has like whoever feels this type of mapping more, it's gonna be pretty much almost the same throughout the rest of the map, except for like a bit of a spike at the last AI.
Yeah, right. I think there's a little bit more stacks that they might have to deal
A
with.
bit more
but
spacing, yeah.
yeah. And, you know, despite the accuracy's looking pretty good and pretty even, like we pointed out, Rack is consistently getting, you know, 50, 60, 70 more combo on a lot of these parts before he breaks, so keeping a very slight lead, but there's still enough map. We'll have to see how it pans out. Trading breaks again. does kind of feel like it could be nerves setting in on both of their ends.
Yeah, and that makes me scared for like the the rest of the map, which is
Yeah.
just this but harder.
Definitely. I think this is kind of mapped in a way where if you're a flow alt player, this is, you know, your free 700k pick, and at the moment, it doesn't look like either of them are gonna really break away here. Rat finally getting a pretty massive combo lead, and especially after that break.
That break, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Amazing.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. He misses on that the very
Yeah.
spaced part.
I'm just sitting here, like, not even wanting to talk, just wanting to listen to Noah.
Yeah.
It's kind of vibing.
When I first heard the song, I was like, "Is it really Noah singing?"
Yeah, I know. Just letting the players do their thing at the moment. And yeah, these like little slider parts that could be a bit more annoying to aim. It's still really close. I would say it's not, you know, undoable here.
Wait, there's still
Another
the
break.
last part. Yeah, there's still a bit
Yeah.
of map left. If there's like any chain misses from map, this might turn.
12k and falling.
And then... Wait,
I don't know if there's gonna be enough. 6k around?
is there a spinner then? I forgot.
I don't think so.
Oh my god!
my
The chain miss at the end!
Oh.
Actually! Oh, that is so unfortunate! Oh my god!
Okay. Wow.
Literally, at the last 4 notes, it flipped. Holy.
Yeah, and it's it's hard to even call it like, yeah, I guess it is a fumble, but you know, Danny did bring up that accuracy a pretty sizable amount and
Yeah,
maintained it enough. Like if his act was even, you know, 0.5 worse, it may not have flipped there. So good on Danny for actually, you know, locking in towards the end of that map there. And not only comboing, but also, you know, acting his way through there to actually make that possible. Huge props.
Okay, crazy Nomad 3. His pick goes to him, and now it's the last 2 maps before tiebreaker.
Yeah. And they really don't want to run their tournament on this Nomad sits, it feels like. It's kind of just been sitting there. Peepo sit emote, just waiting to get picked, and I don't think either player really wants to risk tournament life on it, so... Which is kind of
especially
understandable.
Since Raxel has DT2.
Yeah, I think it would have to be like DT2 or the Nomad 1. Those are my guesses here.
Yeah, true. DT2 and Nomad 1. But if he goes Nomad 6 here...
That's one of those cursed maps where I think it's, you know, it's so easy to put in the practice and get good at the cheese and get a really good score, but it's also like a minute and a half long, and you can just gut your score and cut it in half if you misread even one of those gimmick sliders. So it's really scary to want to risk it. Alright, you gotta take over for a minute. I gotta step away. One sec.
Okay. Oh, okay. Rack goes for the AR 10.2 pick. Okay. Cup of Joe, banger. Totally not biased. Ooh, this might be a good pick since Danny doesn't usually play high ARs stuff. And this is pretty low SR that it's not really that hard if you can read 10.2. Yeah, this is the only map that's above 10. Yeah, CS 4.5, AR 10.2. This might be a good pick if Rack locks in. Gotta turn that gamma up.
Okay, I'm back.
They picked DT4. I Rack picked
Yeah.
DT4. Crazy.
Banger.
Hell no, I'm not seeing that here.
Banger map. Kind of a crazy pitch. I don't think this is one that I would have thought, but maybe also trying to psych Danny out by picking something a little bit out of the ordinary.
Rack is hacking 10.2. Okay, this is crazy. He's on 98. Okay.
Yeah. I will say though that
Amazing.
probably the easiest part so far. It's gonna get a decent chunk harder once these sliders get a bit more like this.
Oh, and there goes Danny's miss. Oh, that might be big.
Yeah, that is brutal with how much better the accuracy is. A miss there is really bad.
Especially this map doesn't really let up. Like at this part,
There's a little bit of a break coming through, I think. And then, yeah, these
Yeah.
parts, these sliders are going to be really hard
Rack is
to hold.
hitting these sliders.
I know. This is a... I don't know if this one was, like, practiced super well by Rack or what, but at the moment, it is looking like it.
Okay, finally
finding-
misses.
Yeah.
But like it was so late in the map.
Yeah, for sure. And it doesn't really look like Danny's gotten a foothold in the map at all. Still finding breaks before even hitting, 100 or 200 combos, so not able to even try to get back into the match, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple more. I know, it's such a vibe. There's a couple more easy to break on sliders here, but yeah, that one especially. But it's looking like a very comfortable pit coming through. Kind of shocked we saw it so late when Rat looked this good on it.
Yeah. Okay, Rack finally let up at the end, but like
Mhm.
that was such a crazy start. Alright. Rack at match point on Danny's pick.
Holy.
Can someone turn down that the outro music, please? Result skin music.
Damn, yeah, this is going the distance.
It's time to pick Nomad 6, Danny.
Oh, he picked it.
Let's go! Yes! Mickey Mouse map is in.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my God,
I'm
this is gonna be
sure
such
by now how infamous this map is. Everyone should be familiar enough with it.
This at the
Are
end
they-
is crazy.
Are they gonna be able to play it with nerves now?
Oh my God, that is such a high stakes point, and you're putting this.
Yeah, this is. I think regardless of the outcome, this is a Chad move from
Oh,
Danny to pit this at the very end here. But I mean, hey, I'm sure he put in the practice, so it's all about delivering here. I think once it gets in, it might quiet down. We'll see.
Yeah, I think once we get into the map, it
Yeah,
lowers.
sometimes the preview. It's still a little loud, but
I can see the
Alright.
shakes on both of them.
yeah. This is the easy part. If you've
Yeah.
put in like 30 minutes to the map, a lot of this stuff at the beginning is pretty comfortable here. Gimmick notes
Both
are pretty easy.
S's.
Yeah. Here
Alright,
comes the
goes
real part. Yeah.
the fucking slider at the bottom.
And then these, it's pretty easy to drop accuracy on these sliders here. So
yeah.
it's gonna be who holds through this and also maintains good accuracy.
Both of them are shaking so.
I know, yeah.
Oh my god.
They're basically even accuracy. Actually, exactly even. Are we not? Wait.
Wait.
Are we just watching
Oh my
two
god.
identical?
Wait,
Wait,
the
we
same
did it.
score.
Okay, this is the hardest part. They change up the timings a lot here. Rat
Oh,
finds the break,
Wait, Rock finds a break.
but Danny is losing accuracy. There's a chance if he breaks early enough, it'll flip back. But I think
No, yeah, it's going
he's
really
got
fast
it.
now.
Yeah, it's way too much now. Finally does break,
Yeah,
but
breaks a bit too late now. Okay.
damn. Oh
Tiebreaker.
my.
We are
Oh
going to
my.
tiebreaker. Let's go. Yeah, this is how we get to TV. One slider break from Rack.
Yeah, I know. Damn, good on them for both.
These are
You know,
both
put in the
really good
practice.
scores.
Yeah, that probably easily gapped a lot of people. Well,
yeah,
I
this
mean,
is probably their top 2 scores. Of the,
yeah,
of
that
the-
is the
Out of 6.
least sight-readable map in the entire pool. So you can tell they put in the time, but Danny delivers when he needs to and secures a tiebreaker here.
Oh my god.
Huge.
This tiebreaker is hard. I
It's
played
so
this.
hard. Yeah.
It's really hard. It's tech, but it's like also stamina heavy. Oh my god. Damn, we actually went to TV. Alright. Are they both? Yeah, they are both taking. Well.
Well,
Yeah, we are taking a timeout.
I think, you know, my early predictions, I think a lot of this very aim-heavy tech slider stuff that the map is going to hold should favor Rat here. But honestly, I could very well see neither of them holding enough combo to build up a huge lead, so this could be a really scrappy one.
Alright, another in theory, this goes to Rat since of how mechanically challenging this map is.
Pretty much, I think.
In theory.
But I think we've seen enough, like, craziness from Danny to not count him out fully yet. I could see a generational, like, 700 combo run from Danny, securing him a point somehow,
Yeah.
or securing the match somehow. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, and like he wins with like 1,000 score difference or something.
Damn, bro, tiebreaker. That's crazy.
Alright, here we go. Inversion.
Yeah.
5.72, air 9.4, 170 BPM.
Fakest
Tech-
star rating in the entire
Yeah,
map.
biggest star rating. The entire pool. True.
All right. Good luck to both
Oh.
players.
Daddy's playing with hidden. Alright.
Yeah. Makes total sense, I think. Danny wants
comfort
to,
mod.
yeah, ride out the comfort mod. early break, but 5-minute map.
Yeah.
Shouldn't matter too much as long as he doesn't give away accuracy like he's doing at the moment. I will say these sliders are pretty easy to drop back on, so don't blame him there, but get a little bit of a build-up coming through here before we get into one of the more mechanically challenging parts of the map. At least until we hit the end where all hell breaks loose and then it becomes a ridiculous map. But for now, Ratch holding 500 combo. Danny getting into this section here.
Let's see who hits this section.
Yeah. Super easy to mistap on these sliders as we just saw. Yeah.
Oh god. And Ratch still hitting this. Okay, well.
Finally misses, but yeah. Good accuracy is still keeping him afloat, and Danny is not finding his footing back into the map just yet.
Yeah,
Still missing on just about every other, difficult slider pattern.
And with this act deficit, he really needs to lock in on that combo because his HG multiplier is not gonna carry him.
Oh, and he misses on, a decently easy slider section compared to some of the stuff he hit just before, so.
Yeah.
But I think the nerve's starting to set in on Ratchin too.
Yeah,
lots of misses coming through.
Missing. Okay, this is basically a reset at this point, and pray to God whoever hits that harder Ki section later.
This, in theory, is the free quote-unquote combo in this map, but it's still pretty easy to under or over aim and just miss, like we just saw
just
from
like that.
Ratch. Yeah.
Yeah, with nerves, this part is a bit hard.
Yeah. Gets traded pretty much right away, though.
Okay, Rock is missing, but Danny's also not like building up.
And we're getting back into it. It's building up. The BPM's about to hit its spike again, and they just keep trading. They're trading. Yeah, Zatch misses.
Yeah.
All right. Halfway through the map at the moment, and it's not so big a lead that I would say it's safe just yet. So both players are gonna. Yeah, I know.
Danny, you gotta hit that. You gotta hit that slider, buddy.
Oh, I'm nervous watching both the players, so I assume it's just that more nerve-wracking when you're playing it. All right. The build-up to the spike is coming. Again, in theory, should be freer combo that the map has to offer.
I don't think there's been any free combo in this
really
map.
Yeah, there really hasn't been, but we gotta make do where we can. We gotta pretend that this is free combo.
Alright, Rack with the 100 combo lead, but pretty close enough.
Shakes are pretty diabolical when Danny's in. He's barely hitting a couple of these
barely
patterns.
hitting anything. How is he hitting it? Oh, and he misses there.
Finally breaks. Rat trades right away, but he already had the combo lead. And this is the sit star portion of the map that I hope everyone gets to enjoy.
This is an impossible part of the map.
Yeah.
And none of them. Well, I guess Rack is hitting them. He's still on an A rank. Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, Rat looking like he's showing up when it matters most, with it being a more mechanically and tech-oriented tiebreaker.
Yes. Yeah, that might be it. This is 100k at the last 30 seconds of the map.
Yeah, and I think given the state of how the match has gone so far, it's pretty much going to be impossible for either of them to hold combo through this part, since it's so much harder, and, Ratch secures it.
And there we go. Rack takes this, albeit in tiebreaker, it was a pretty good match overall.
No, for sure. Crazy match to go to tiebreaker.
GG, my $2. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Danny, right? I think
Yep.
this is an elimination match. Okay.
Yep, lowers bracket. And the crazier thing to think about too is that they both started in lowers bracket, which means Ratch is not even done this week. He should have one
Also
more
has
match after
another
this.
match?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So I'm sure Ratch, as we can clearly see, put a lot of practice into the pool as a whole, which I think is really going to be necessary since, he may have to face he will have to face someone else in just a few days.
But still, like, GG's to Danny. He had really good picks, really good breakpoints out of nowhere.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that DT pit that Danny had was so insane, like so necessary to even secure that tiebreaker, because the pits were looking a lot more dicey as it went on, but
Yeah.
good on Ratch. And now he's awaiting whoever wins out of Vinci and Mekon.
Ooh.
Also, a potentially scary match. I mean, all these lower bracket matches are ridiculous, so I could see a lot of them being pretty scary, but and then I want to say I'm pretty sure we haven't seen any of the winner side matches, right? And they only have to play once, so
Yeah.
we get to see what is it? Kuda versus Katine, and then Fruit versus, I think, Cookie, right? Cookie's still on a pretty generational run at the moment.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of matches still left to go that are
Yeah, it
You
is
know,
Fruit and Cookie.
quite spicy.
Do we have a potential schedule for the next match? I'm sorry, I haven't checked.
Let me see. I should be able to bring it up. I believe it's tomorrow. I just don't know exactly what time. See if I were good at this. I'd have pulled it up before.
It's tomorrow at 22.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, that's gonna be like 4 a.m. for me.
Yeah, tomorrow at 22, and then there's gonna be 3 matches on Saturday, all basically back to back to back, starting at 14.
Oh yeah,
UTC,
14 to
so-
17. Yeah.
Lots of matches to be played still. Great match though.
Yep.
Sign off on that.